Alright everybody, here we are. We're playing Blue Lagoon. This was sent to us by Blue Orange Games. And I am joined here by Gamer Rex. And I swear that is not your real hair, but I don't want to... Yeah, come on, you got that taped on your head. That's not real. So I got the game board already set up here. Now what I did is I took all these little wooden bits. They represent statues, water, coconut, bamboo, and precious stones, and I put them in this bag, and then you randomly distribute them on these island spaces. They have these like stone circles here, see them? That's how you know where to place them, but you don't know where they're going to go. You just randomly just throw them out there, and wherever they go, they go. We each have these little settler tokens, and we have these tokens, and then we have these huts. Now this is a settler, and then this here is called a, what is this called again? A village, that's right. So I do have a bit of a cold, so I've got my deep, sexy voice working for you guys this time. But I am here playing against the yellow player, which will be represented by Gamer Rex. Now, Gamer Rex has very short arms, cannot reach the pieces. We communicate telepathically, so Gamer Rex will tell me where to place the pieces on the board, and hopefully I don't misunderstand anything, because I think those teeth are very sharp. So we'll just say blue player is first player. So what I do is I'm going to take, now we have two phases in this game. We have the exploration phase, and then the next phase will be called the settlement phase. So in the exploration phase, that means I'm going to take one of my tokens. Now this side here is for land, this side here is for water, and I'm going to place one of my tokens in a water space. Now I can go into any water space that I like, but once I try to journey onto land, I have to go from water to land, if that makes sense. Now, what I want to try to do is gather up some of these resources, but I also want to try to gain majority on these islands, because if you notice down here, like the majority of this island is going to get you 6 points at the end of the round, at the end of the settlement phase, or I'm sorry, at the exploration phase. And you'll also get it at the end of the settlement phase as well. It'll make sense as we play. So let's just jump in. So I'm going to take one of my blue pieces, put it on the boat side, and I'm going to go. Now, just so you know, these resources, you want to try to collect, if you can, 4 of each of the kinds. Now, the statuettes are different. They're worth 4 victory points apiece for each individual one you have. But if you can collect 4 of like these here, you're going to get 20 points. 3 of them, you get 10 points, and 2 of them, you get 5 points. So you don't want to just get 1, but at the same time, if you do collect 1 of each 4, you do get a bonus 10 points. It'll make sense as we get to that point. So, well, why don't we just get going? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first piece, and I'm going to place it right there. So Gamer Rex telepathically told me that he wants to place his piece right here, which that was a good spot. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That was really good, because you're right there next to 2 of those, and then you got a third one right here. So what I want to do is I'm going to place my second piece. Now, if I want to go onto land, I have to come off of a water spot. What I want to do instead is I'm just going to place right over here with another boat. Now, Gamer Rex is like, okay, well, I kind of wanted that spot, so what I want to do instead is I'm going to go down here, because that's 1, 2, 3 potential green ones I could get. So I'm going to say, oh, no, you don't, and I'm going to place one of mine, and let's go right there. So now I'm going to put pressure on Gamer Rex. See how I did that? I put pressure on you, because now he's going to have to either take that right now, or I will take it, just to try to keep him from getting all 4 of the green ones. So Gamer Rex says, fine, whatever, you're being a big jerk, I will take that. So he takes one of his settlement pieces, and we go, see, it's got the boat side. Now we're going to journey onto land, and we got this big buff dude with a loincloth gathering up wood that is going to go onto that space, and he is going to now claim that piece of green stuff, whatever it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be either I'd imagine these are coconuts. I'd imagine blue is water. This is either precious stones, or it's, I don't remember what the other thing's called. Oh, bamboo. Well, this has got to be bamboo, so it's got to be precious stones. So, yeah, it's a green precious stone. Go figure. All right, so what I am going to do now is I think I'm going to journey onto some land as well, and I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to claim some of that water. So we go back to Gamer Rex. Gamer Rex says, well, I'm just going to grab this one here real quick as well, just to make sure that you don't try to pull no silly prank on me and try to take it when I'm not paying attention, which I would have if I could. And I think I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to put a boat piece right down here and explore in this area and put a little pressure here. Gamer Rex says, no, you don't. And he wiggles his little finger, goes, and he's going to place his person there and claim another one of those precious stones. And I'm like, man, precious stones, you're like rolling in them precious stones. So I'm going to take my piece here and I'm going to place it right there. Now Gamer Rex, he's thinking, where would I like to go next? I'd like to collect more stuff. That would be cool. So Gamer Rex is going to swing on up to here and place a boat up there. So now he's putting pressure on me on that white one. I would like to grab that, so I'm going to grab it right now immediately before he does. And then he's going to say, well, that was the thing I was going to do, but now I don't know what I'm going to do because I was going to take that from you. So he's going to come on down here with the boat, and he's going to come up to try to take one of those two there. All right, so now I'm going to grab this water here and place it over there. Gamer Rex is trying to think. Now, here's a thing that I didn't tell you about the game. You also want to try to connect as many of these island pieces together as you possibly can. If you can do that, so he's going to take this bamboo here. If you can do that, you're going to score a lot of bonus points at the end of the round. And I'll explain what that is when we get to that point. But if he could try to connect as many of his islands together, that would be for the good. So he kind of cut my boat off there. I think I'm still going to go to... Nah, that's a bad spot. Let's just grab our water right here and just make sure we get that without there being any problems. You know, he's playing a pretty good game, and I'm pretty shocked given he is a dinosaur, and I should be able to outsmart him because I swear his brain is really just the size of a walnut, isn't it? So I'm going to place right there. He is now going to say, you know what? Probably not a terrible time. He's going to take one of his settlements and place it right there. Now, I'll explain why you want to get your settlements onto the board, or your villages onto the board at the end of the round. But they will basically stay there, and that you won't come from the water on the next round. You're going to come from your village. So I am going to take a piece and put it right there and claim that bamboo. And he is going to say, fine, I'm going to take this statue and place it over there. I'm going to say, okay, fine. I am going to come down right here. Actually, let's go here and into the water. And he's going to say, well, I'm going to take that bamboo before you try to take it from me. And I'm going to say, fine, I'm going to take this water because I wanted the water anyways. And now I've got 4 waters. So 5 waters doesn't do me any good, but 4 waters is great. He still needs like 1 more precious stone, and if he can get 2 more of those bamboo, that would be great for him. Okay, so now he says, all right, he wants that. He could use that. Excuse me. He could use that because he needs to have 1 of each of the resources at the end of the round. So he's going to just journey on down to there to try to claim that one there. So I'm going to say, all right, well, why don't I just grab... I'm going to grab this one right here and grab that white one. Okay. So he is going to finish up and grab that water. Now he's got 1 of each, so that's a guaranteed 10 points at the end of the round. Very good idea. He sends me his moves so fast. It's amazing how well we communicate with one another. So I'm going to head on up here. I'm going to grab that hut, and he is going to now go right here. Okay. Now it's a pretty good move. I think I'm going to go right here. Alright, so now it's his turn, and he is going to place right here. Okay, maybe not. Let's not do that. He's just going to take that right there and just be that guy. Okay, now it's my turn. Let's see, what do I want to do? Bad boy, what you want to do? I'm going to take this right here. Okay, now it gives me 1 of each, just like him, so that's guaranteed 10 points. Okay, now he is going to go, let's see, going to take a hut and go right there. Okay, So I'm going to take one of my guys and we're going to just journey on up here. Okay? In fact, we're going to turn that into a hut. Hut, hut, hut. Just like that. Okay. Now it's his turn again. Let's see. What was that? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. He's going to go right there. All right. No, actually, he wants to just grab that. I got it. All right, fine. Don't yell at me. All right, so it's my turn again. I am going to grab that statue. Now it's his turn again. Let's see. He wants to try to get to this green one here. So he's just going to go right up there and start blocking me off so that I can't get onto that island, which is a good move. So I'm going to try to see about putting a little pressure on him. Go right there. He says, fine. He's going to go there. And he's not going to put a boat, but a person, a land person, and take that. And I'm going to say, cool, I'm going to put an establishment or a village right there so that I could still have access to that island. And then he says, oh, access schmaccess, I'll just go right there and block you off. Now you can't get any more access, and this will be my island. Whatevs. So, what I'm going to do with this guy is grab that bamboo. And then he is going to go right here and grab that water. And then I think I'm going to place a village right here. And then he is going to go, let's see, he could use another green. He's just going to place a boat right there. And then I am going to place a guy right there. Okay. And then it's his turn, so he is going to place, let's see, right there and take that statue. I am going to claim this other precious stone. He is going to go right there. I am going to go, let's see, we are going to go right here. He is going to go there and take that coconut. I've got 2 coconuts. Let's see here. I am now going to just place a village on this spot. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to place a village right there. Okay? So now he's thinking, oh, you want to place villages? I can place villages too. So he's going to place a village right there. All right, let's see. Now I want to be able to connect this. So I'm going to place a piece right there. In fact, yeah, let's just place a person there. Okay. So he's got 2 villages left. He is going to place one right there. All right. So now it's my turn again. Let's see. Let's place a person right there and connect. Now I'm trying to connect as many of these islands together as I can. So let's see, he's going to just grab a hold of that other coconut. Alright, let's see, I'm looking around. I want to place a village right there at the bottom. Okay, now he is going to place a person right there. Try to connect all this and try to get up to there if he can. So what I would like to do is maybe just cut him off and make it really difficult, but I'm just going to grab that if it's all the same. Actually, you know what? I am not going to grab that. Let's put that back. We are going to go right there. Okay. So, no. We're going to go right here. That'd be better. Okay. So he says, oh, crap. He's going to try to cut me off right here so that I can't try to connect my jazz right there. So he says, fine, I'll just place a boat right there. And then we'll just do that. And I'm like, fine, you place your boat right there. You just do that. And I'll just place a boat right there. I'll do that. How's that? So now he is going to try to connect, if he can, by going, he's going to go right there and just take that. Okay. I, on the other hand, am going to go right here. Oops, flip that over. All right, there's just a few pieces left to go here, and then we're going to score this. And then, let's see, he wants to go right there. Okay. And then I am going to go here. Let me see, he's got 2 pieces left. Where would be a good spot? Looks like right here. Okay. And then I am going to go, let's see, I think I need to connect right here. No, I don't need to do that because I'm all connected right here. That's where I need to go. Okay. Alright, he's got one little hut left, so he's going to place it right here in the center. Alright, so now we go into our scoring. So the way this works is, if we go over to here, and I'm going to switch the camera to my other hand because I cannot write with that hand. So we're going to put Tim versus Gamer Rex. Alright, so here's what we do. If we look at the little book here. Islands. Players with pieces on all 8 islands score 20 points. Players with pieces on 7 islands score 10 points. So if you notice, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total islands. And if you can get a piece on at least 7 out of the 8, you score 20. Otherwise, you can score 7. So let's see, blue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Didn't get a piece here, so that's 10 points for me. Gamer Rex got a piece on all of them except for up here or here. So Gamer Rex, actually, you should have placed over there, dummy. Oh well, I'm sorry, I did not mean to name call. So he gets 0. Alright, so the next thing we look at here is that players earn points for their chain of pieces that links the most islands. For each island linked by this chain, they score 5 points. So you go by your largest link, okay? So, like right now, my largest link would be here. So I connect this island with this one, 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 okay? So it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 points for blue. And then yellow, let's see, probably be this chain here. Yeah, yellow didn't do very good on connecting chains. So 5, I know. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's not bad. Okay, so now what we do is majorities. The player with the most pieces on the island scores the points indicated on the board, either 6, 8, or 10 points, depending on the island. If there is a tie, then you basically split it between the 2 evenly. So, like up here is 8-point island, okay? See the 8 right there? Okay, so yellow has more pieces on this island than what I do, so yellow scores 8. Yellow has more pieces here. Yellow scores 6. Blue has more pieces here. Blue scores 6. Blue has more pieces here. Blue scores 8. Let's see, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. So yellow scores 8. This one here is 10 points. The little arrow comes down, and blue has more pieces, so blue scores 10. This one here scores 10 points. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yellow scores 10. Nice job. And then right here, yellow scores another 6. Wow, yellow, you cleaned up. So that would be what, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24 points for blue. And then 16 plus 12, so 16 and 12, that would be 8, 38, 48. Yeah, you're at 48 for Gamer Rex. Nicely done. Okay, so now, so what we do with the resources is that if they have plus 4 matching resources, they score 20, 3, they score 10, 2, they score 5. If you have all 4 resources, score bonus 10, and then each one of the brown, the statuettes, score you 4 points. So, all right, if we look up here, Gamer Rex does have all of them, so that's 10. And then I have all 4 of them as well, so that's 10 for me as well. Gamer Rex has 3, 3, 3, and then 2. So 5, or sorry, 10, 20, 30, 5. So 35. And then for me, 20, 30, 35. Well, I'm sorry, 35 as well. Okay. And then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Ooh, and only 8. Woo. Okay. So now you tally up these scores. You write your total down right here. and then basically you go to the next round. So here's how the next round works. And this is why you get your little huts in spaces. Now, if your hut was ever in a space like this with this stone, it goes away. You don't want to put a hut there, or a village, okay? So what we do is we take all the resources, get them off the board, okay? And everybody just loses those. They're all going to go back into this bag, everybody's resource, from the board and also from your supply, okay? Everybody takes back all their pieces. You leave your villages on the board. Now, like I said, though, if you put a village on one of them circles where the resources go, you would have lost it. You would have lost it. So you don't want to do that. Okay, so let's get his off as well. Okay. And then what you do for the next round is that you actually break off from your villages. You don't start in the water. You start from your village out instead. And then basically the scoring and everything is exactly the same as what it was for the first round. You know, you just do the islands, you do the majorities. You know, your connected islands, you do majorities. You do you know, your 5 points per island you connect it to based upon your longest chain. You do resources. You do all of that again. And then the game would end after that, and then you just tally up the scores, and then you see who won. Now, if you see in our first game, I beat Gamer Rex, but it was a close one. I won 257 to 249. Really cool game, guys. I like this game quite a bit, to be honest with you. I'm a fan of abstract games. I think they're very enjoyable, to be honest with you. And this one is very pleasant, it's delightful, and I think it's a good two-player challenge. Now, when it goes to four-player, I'd imagine this becomes extremely difficult to try to get where you want to, you know, place onto the board, because you got 3 other people that are placing when it comes back around to your turn. And I could see trying to strategically place your not only just your villages, but your boats in the right spots where you have a lot of options to be able to try to go up onto land to be able to claim the resources you need. As you could tell, trying to get 4 of a kind of the resources is really big deal, because 20 points is huge in this game. But, you know, trying to at least just get as many resources as you possibly can is still just, no matter what, if they match or not, is still a big deal as well, because it's points, plus you're taking them away from your opponent so that they can't try to claim, you know, that 4-point resource thing. But, you know, so I've only played this 2-player. I have really enjoyed it. I love abstract games. It reminds me kind of like Samurai, a game like that, where you're trying to area control and you're trying to establish, you know, your dominance on not only gaining, you know, for the islands to be able to have majority on those, but also trying to seal it off. Like in the game I played before, yellow stretched all the way across the board and blocked me off to where I couldn't even have access to this upper region, because I had to bust off of a village, and I had no village up there. And so like the second round, I had no village up there, and I had no way to access that whole area. So the whole top part of the board of these 3 islands was completely blocked off of me, and I didn't notice that was happening until it was too late for me to try to react to. You know, no matter what, Gamer Rex would have beat me up to that punch, even if I would have wasted a bunch of my tokens trying to get there. That's the other thing I do like too. I mean, your tokens are pretty limited. So you're going to start placing, and you're placing, and you're placing, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm collecting stuff, and I'm doing stuff. And then you're going to stop, and you're going to have to transition into, okay, but am I really scoring points? Because am I really connecting my islands? You know, am I getting majority on these islands? Where am I placing? You know, why am I? And so then you start realizing just how precious these tokens are. And then you also realize, okay, but if I place there and then they place there, then they're going to be ahead of me. And then really it's going to be a waste of a placement. So you have to start strategizing that as well. Just like any good abstract game, it's kind of like a race to try to get to the point of wherever you're trying to get to. I like how the islands, they have different scoring, you know, onto them, so that, you know, you want to try to get it, you know, obviously you want to get majority and score the 10 points, but you can also lose yourself just trying to do that. Basically, if you spend too much to try to get majority here, it may not be worth it, because, you know, if you just connect to here, I mean, that's 10 points too, just by connecting 2 islands. So there's a lot of different ways to score. It's very much a point salad type of a game, but that's not a bad thing. What I like about these two This is only 2 pages worth of rules. Well, I guess you could say technically 4 pages, front and back. But my point is that it's a very small rule book. It's a very simple game to learn, but yet there's just a lot of fun and replayability and depth into this game that's really what keeps me wanting to try to play it more and more and more. And I would just love to sit down and play with 4 players and just play it again and again, just because I really do like this idea and this concept of just trying to explore and trying to make those connections and trying to, try to wit and outsmart your opponents on your placement. So really fun game, guys. I like this one quite a bit. This is one that I just think easy because it's kind of like a Zool, like some of these other ones. They're so simple in the rules, but yet they have so much fun depth to them, and they don't take long to play. As you saw, I'm doing a placement. Yellow's doing Gamer Rex, not Yellow. Gamer Rex is doing a placement. I'm doing a placement. Gamer Rex is doing a placement, and it just goes back and forth so fast, to where you're just not really given, you don't really have to think too much, but yet you do want to try to plan out your turns as much as you possibly can, because like I said, these are precious. You don't realize how precious they are until you start running out, and you're like, oh god, I gotta try to make 4 here to connect, and then I want to try to connect up to there, but I want that resource, and then oh god, so you really start having to weigh your decisions, and you realize, well, that was a bad placement there, what a waste of a token. Boy, if I could just have that token back, I'd be so happy. Really fun game. I like this one a lot, guys. Check it out if you get a chance. That is Blue Lagoon by Blue Orange Games. Thanks for suffering with me through my cold, and I appreciate you guys watching. You want to say bye to everybody? Bye, everybody.